Hello everyone, in this video we will look at working with the NAVTEX receiver. Its main purpose is to receive navigation safety information at a distance of 200 up to 450 nautical miles from a NAVTEX coast station. Each station has its own identifier in the form of a letter from A to Z. It is written next to the station name. Letters may vary in color as the station may transmit messages on different frequencies. The system operates at three main frequencies: 518 kHz, used for English language broadcasts internationally; 490 kHz, used for broadcasts in the national language and national services; 4209.5 kHz, used for long-distance transmissions. At our time, it's rarely used. All stations transmit messages in FAQ collective mode according to a clearly defined schedule. Each station has the right to transmit messages 6 times a day. The transmission time is a maximum of 10 minutes, so the station goes on air every 4 hours. The NAVTEX receiver, which we will review in this video, supports operation on only one frequency, 518 kHz, for transmitting messages in English. It doesn't support messages in national languages on frequency 490 kHz and for long-distance transmissions on frequency 4209.5 kHz. To turn on the receiver, press the power button. What is included in the NAVTEX receiver settings? We can select NAVTEX coast stations that we encounter during our passage. For example, we are in the third area of Navaria, in the Black Sea, and we are heading from Odessa to Istanbul. We must determine the letters of those coast stations from which we want to receive messages. For example, this will be the coast station Odessa, Varna, Istanbul. On the map, we pay attention only to black letters, because black letters indicate stations that operate at a frequency of 518 kHz. To configure coast stations, press the menu button. The NAVTEX station selecting line appears. Press the monitor button. Station A appears. Station A is not included in the list of coastal stations that are suitable for us, so we press the exclude button. If it is excluded in advance, there is no need to press the exclude button. The next station B. We don't need it, so near we see that it has already been excluded. We need station C because station Odessa has the letter C. Press the select button and its status changes. Next is station D. This is Istanbul station, so we also select it. We don't need station E, we only need J. G is not needed, so we press the exclude button. In this way, we exclude every station that we don't need until the end of the alphabet. We confirm station J, since this is the identifier of the Varna coast station. We can select the types of messages we would like to receive. Types of messages that are designated A, B, D, L. These are navigation messages, meteorological messages, search and rescue, and additional navigation messages. We don't have the right to cancel these types of messages. We must accept them, but we can adjust everything else. To do this, press the menu button. The message type selecting line appears. Next, click Monitor and go to this section of the menu. The letter C appears. This is ice reports. Since it's winter, now we can select this. The next one is E, meteorological forecast. We also select. The next F, pilot message. We don't need it. Press the exclude button. Its status has changed. G, DECA message, is no longer relevant now, so click exclude. This has been replaced by AIS messages. H, Lorand Sea, is excluded. Such messages are received by ships on board which have a LORAN receiver. I, Omega, is excluded. At this point, we are done setting up message types. The NAVTEX receiver is tested daily and recorded into the radio logbook. Such test is internal, without emission into the air, because NAVTEX is a receiver and therefore cannot emit anything into the air. Therefore, it passively receives messages and can only be tested internally. To do this, press Menu and Self-Diagnostic Selecting line appears. We press Select and it checks itself. After testing, be sure to make an entry into the radio logbook that we have completed the internal NAVTEX test and the result is OK. Thank you for your attention.